Hey YouTube, this is Sign19 coming through with a post Brush with the Legends deck profile. This is Divine Chakrabarthi Dragon Nirvana. So, Nirvana has some new unique cards that help the deck progress in its gameplay. Now, there are two current type of builds going out there. There are the major multi-attacking build, and its new, just purely focused on the overdress build. So, I'm not a big fan of the multi-attack aim build just for it's it's just weird to me. The ratio of some of the cards don't want to do things, and then once you get that first multi-attack off, you don't really want to lose the units on your board just to try to set it up again. So I feel as though this build for me and my type of playstyle is more suited to me. So I'm gonna show you what I came up with. So as always, we have our ride line. We're playing the Trickstar as the starter. So we're going to move these over here. So as before, we're playing 3 extra copies in the main deck of Nirvana. We play 3 copies of Valiente. So I dropped Valiente down to 3 to add more to the grade 1s in the deck. Precisely one of the newer units, I wanted to bump it up to 3, so I needed to put Valiente down to 3, so I only have 7 grade 3s technically in the deck. It's not that hard to work with. Once you get it in your hand, it's normally going to get out of your hand because you're normally going to play it. So you don't really have to worry about not running a full set of it. The new grade 2, currently speaking, I run 3 copies of the new grade 2 Verena Urger. So I am going to bump this up to 4 once I get my 4th copy. But right now it's at 3, and this is what Urger does. So, from the hand, at the end of the battle that your Trickstar attacked the Vanguard, you can Soul Blast 2, overdress this unit on top of that Trickstar as stand, and then counter charge 1. So not only that this card it helps you with a little bit of multi-attacking, but it also allows you to counter charge. This deck desperately needed counter charge. And on top of that, constant skill, if this unit is in the overdressed state, it gets a permanent 10k power and 10k shield even on your opponent's turn. So even when your opponent's trying to attack you, this is a 20k unit on your board and a 15k shield. So the next, we play the original Verena at 4. I plan on dropping this Verena down to 3 to make this at 4. And then finally we play 4 copies of Arcs. Next, we're going to go to the grade 1s. We play 3 copies of Festival Collections Triple Rare Blaze Maiden Marine. So Marine helps with the soul. So Urger helps with the counter charge, Marine helps with the soul. That way you have all of your bases covered. So what Marine says is when your unit with the overdress ability attacks costs, put this unit into your soul. So you gain 1 soul, and then that unit with the overdress ability gains, then one of your units with the overdress ability gains +5. So, for example, if you were to swing with Arcs and then use her skill, you can give Urger an extra +5. You don't have to give it to Arcs. So it can be very flexible of making numbers where you need them. And 5k in this game is nothing to scoff at. Next, we play one of our newer grade 1s, another Blaze Maiden, Aruna. So Aruna helps Trickstar push a little bit harder. So her skill is constant. During the battle, this unit boosted a grade 0. The unit gets +5, making Trickstar a 10k base unit, plus her makes 18. So that's a good magic number. Then when you would finish attacking with Trickstar, you would then overdress Urger on top of Trickstar, making this a 20k unit for another swing in that column. Or a possible 30 if you swing with Nirvana first, giving Nirvana's skill to give Urger +10. And then finally, we play 4 Perfect Guards. So this is my current build and setup, just to do a little bit of multi-attacking, but keeping the same constant 3 swings to 4 swings combos going, and maintaining your resources and your power. So as we clean up here, go into the trigger lineup so you can see what I kind of changed in that build. So in my last deck profile, I dropped Trickstar down to 3. He's back up to 4. We play the over trigger. 4 critical. 4 heal. 4 of the new Blaze Maiden Parma, which is our 20k shield. And then another 3 crit. So we're playing 7 crit, 4 heal, 4 front, 3 Trickstar, and 1 over trigger. So we're going to shuffle this up, and then we're going to do a test hand so you can see how the new deck plays out. I got that new blackout sleeves from my my locals. Very happy that they got those. Very nice and slick, very good art. I love it. I would love to make my own sleeves. If anyone knows a good website for that, please leave that down in the comments down below. I would really like to check that out. Alright, so we're all shuffled up here. And I also got the new Urger sleeves from my locals as well. So then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty decent hand. I'm going to send 1 card back to draw. Okay. Shuffle this up again. Cut. Okay, just like before, we're going to go first. So we'll draw for turn. I'm going to discard Valiente to ride Reno. My opponent would go, take 1 damage. Draw for turn. Say we discard. Ride skill. Search for a Trickstar and call it. Okay. Call. Then we would go 12 to the Vanguard. Draw trigger check. Critical trigger, critical power. Okay. Then we will swing skill power. That's now 28 to the Vanguard. Okay, those were off. So since we weren't able to pull off the superior overdress, we're going to need to protect this Trickstar. So you need to remember, if you're going to do this and you're not able to successfully get it off, you're going to leave your Trickstar vulnerable. So you're going to need to pay some shield value just to keep it on the board for next turn. And your opponent knows this too, so they're going to go for it. So we would guard. And if they wanted to go for a Trickstar again, we'll guard. But if they go for the Vanguard, we'll take that. Pass the turn. We will stand. Draw. Drop. Right. Skill. Soul Blast. Search. Search. Shuffle. Shuffle. Add to the hand. We already had another Trickstar in the hand, so we would call. Overdress. Overdress. Right? Then we would go boost, attack, +5, 18 to the Vanguard. Skill from my hand. Soul Blast 2. Overdress. Now that has +10. I would countercharge if I had any counterblast already used. Swing with Nirvana, skill, counterblast 1, giving 10k to the front row. Heal trigger, I would heal, giving power here, second check. Critical trigger, we would give all effects here. We would swing for 30, and then swing for 13, 23, 33, 43. If it hit, you would counterblast 1, discard a card, restand, and swing again. So that's how you play this deck, and that's how you get it off. If I were to have her on the board, when Urger swung, I would have threw her into the soul to give another unit +5. That way, when I get to my next turn, depending on what my next draw was going to be, that's an Urger, I could have did it again and had the resources to pay the cost. So that is basically this deck in a nutshell. It is very simple to play, very fun to play, because you don't know what you're going to get until you get it. And if you're able to set it properly, you can really catch your opponent by surprise and really nail them really hard. So if you guys like this deck, if you guys liked my choices for the deck, please leave a like, share the video, comment down below. You guys help me with this a lot by supporting me. We're almost at that 100 milestone. We're almost there. If you can get some of your friends who are interested in the game or are right there on the fence, but they don't want to shell out a lot of money just to get in the game. My channel is, to me, and some of my friends and some of my other subscribers say that this is the best place to start, and I really agree with them. This is the best place to start. It's cheap, budget, competitive, fun, and I can't express that enough. So if you guys like what I do, please leave a comment down below, like and subscribe. And as always, we'll see you later.